Streetz 94.5, Atlanta's new hip hop station. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that Sevyn Streeter is back with me. Hi, how are you?
Man, I'm good. How you been?
Good. Now you are the one that's been busy with hit records all over the radio.
Man.
And I mean, how good has God been?
God has been good.
Yes, amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, let me tell you something. I hadn't heard, I kept hearing this song, and I was like, man, I came into the studio, I was like, hey, man, have y'all heard that song? I was like, I'm trying to remember what it is. This is before it got, like, we were playing it a little bit, and now it's, like, top of the hour. It's, like, our A record. And I was like, who is that? And they're like, it's Sevyn. I was like, and let me tell you, I went to my Spotify, and I had it on repeat.
Yay,
That
you.
song is amazing.
Thank you so
I mean,
much.
vocally, it's written well, the melody, everything. You can tell I love music.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You like broke it down.
I sure did. Now, did you and Chris write this together? Did you write this alone? Somebody wrote it?
I wrote it with a friend of mine named Micah.
Okay.
Writer named Micah, and with John Baptiste, who also produced. He's from a production team called Preschool, and then he did it with another producer named Diplo.
Wow.
And then Chris heard it and he liked it, and they surprised me. He jumped on it out and had a heart attack.
Yeah, and then the video is so, I love how you guys, because you all are so cool, how you play it cool, you have your love interest. It's just the whole song is great. And what has it done for you personally?
Man, it just feels good to know people like what you put out at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, as being, an artist, and just especially from a songwriter point of view as well, like, it does something for me when I write something and people like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The artist side, that's like an added bonus, and that's great too. So I'm happy that people like the record. That's all I want.
Now, in the lyric, you do use Aaliyah's name. It is very reminiscent of Aaliyah. When you were writing it, and then when you were performing it vocally, were you channeling that feeling?
You know what? I just feel like I love the 90s, and I love Aaliyah, and I feel like just all the women in the 90s, they were just so cool.
Yeah.
And they just had like this cool factor about them, and I grew up just loving them, and I think we all did. So with It Won't Stop and the song and the video, yes, she's definitely, her spirit, I feel like we just wanted to embody what the coolness of just the 90s and women were when we were writing it. It just felt easy. And you know what I mean? I mean, she epitomized what cool is for me, especially in terms of like just the 90s and the vibe. So I think we feel a little bit of an Aaliyah vibe on there because she ran the 90s for me. Like, we were obsessed with her, and we still are. I don't think it won't ever stop.
Yeah, it won't ever stop.
It won't ever stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next? I know that we are setting up for your album release. When is that? And
I actually have an EP coming out.
EP coming out, okay.
Yes, and it's called Call Me Crazy, But. And see y'all in here.
But
all of the men in here, I want y'all to know, all the men in here just started chuckling.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let me explain it. It's called Call Me Crazy, But. It's a 7-song EP, and it's just talking about the cycle of a relationship. You know, the goods, the bads, the ups, the downs, the I love you today, I can't stand you today, to all of that. And I called it Call Me Crazy, But, because I felt like a lot of times in relationships, you go through it with your significant other.
Yes.
And, you may feel like, oh my God, he's
crazy
today. And he may feel like that about you. And, the person that's usually being called that, they have their reasons or their points for acting, I guess, a little out of character. And it's like, well, call me crazy, but then you just lied to me about that. Or call me crazy, but you made me a promise and you broke it. Or, whatever. I'm pretty sure we can come up with 10 trillion call me crazy, but, when you listen to the 7 songs on the EP, this gives you all of the different, call me crazy, but how come my ex-boyfriend be my next boyfriend? You know what I mean? Talking about, it's a lot. I'm really excited about it.
Call me crazy, but why did you like her picture on Instagram?
Exactly. Yes.
Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Yes. Sevyn Streeter is in the building with us right now. How has it been for you? Because you have come from behind the scenes. Well, I mean, you've been in groups and all that, but you're at the beginning of your ascension as an artist. What's been so different? What's been different for you, like out on the road, in the stores? What's it like?
It has, a lot has been different. One thing I will say is different, and it's so funny, I had a session with Usher, and I looked at him, I said, hey man, why you ain't tell me that this wasn't easy?
Right.
And I never thought it was. I always respected, the art, just being an artist, but he was like, oh, you thought it was a game? I was just
Wow.
like, he was just telling me, he's like, it is a lot of hard work. We don't sleep a lot, but then it makes up for it when you go in a freaking, grocery store and a fan is like, oh my God, I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
And, I quote this to my boyfriend or to my girlfriend. It's like, that all makes up for it. So it's been really different, but I've been having a really good time with it.
Good. Off of your EP, what would you say is the most personal to you and why? Amen.
Amen.
Yes. She flips the hair.
Yeah, I gotta think. Honestly, I will say, and I'm not just saying it to say it, but the majority of my EP was written about one person.
Okay.
So all of the different ranges of emotion, I went through with one person pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the songs are kind of personal to me.
Right.
And I feel like, honestly, it's not just my EP. I feel like I tell my girlfriends and I tell people all the time, I Taylor Swift that hoe.
Yeah.
That's what I like to say. And if I go through it with somebody, I am gonna write a song about it.
Right.
And so a lot of the EP are my personal experiences, and a lot of it is like my girlfriends. We have conversations, and if I'm not going through something, one of my girlfriends going through something, or the other one going through something,
right.
And I write about
all of that.
Yeah.
Is that one said person still in your life?
You know what? He is a little bit. Yeah, he's still there.
Oh, I was wondering if he was one of those guys like, hey, that girl that song that won't stop. That was my girl. That was my girl. He's not that person.
He's still in the running. He's still in the running. We're gonna see how this thing turn out.
Good.
We just gotta get the album when it come out, and we'll finish all the stories on there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We shall see. I know that you and Chris are very, very close. Is he doing okay?
Chris is doing good.
Okay.
Anytime I have anything coming up, like a television performance or my EP campaign coming out, or the record doing well, I just know that I'm gonna get a phone call or a text message, and he's just really, really supportive. So we're supportive of each other.
Good. That's awesome. Sevyn Streeter is in the building with us right now. From here, I know that we dream big. You have obviously dreamt big from the time you were a child. Where is Sevyn Streeter in 5 years?
Ooh, in 5 years, I would love to be like a huge touring act, so I can fly across arenas and jump out of pop-up toasters. And have pyro and all that cool stuff, and like 10 trillion dancers. Then I want to write more songs for other artists.
Yeah.
Like there are artists I never, had a song placed on Usher, never had a song placed on Beyonce. So as a songwriter, I just want to continue to grow. And, I just want to continue to make music that people go, oh my God, girl, I went through that.
Yeah.
Or, man, I went through that with my girl. Like, I just want to continue doing that.
Good. And you're doing it so well.
Thank you.
And we're proud of you. I was when Cannon hit me up about you being back on the show, I had just told my producer, I was like, I need Sevyn back in the studio.
I love being here. We danced the last
we
time.
We did. We can't dance so it won't stop. We need a guy.
I know we do need a guy.
Yeah.
And speaking of guys, I have guys on my tour now.
And do you dance for them, or do you bring somebody up?
Oh, I do. Well, this is a surprise. It's a surprise. So honestly, I'm on the Rebellious Soul tour with K. Michelle.
That's right.
And I'm extremely excited about that.
How's that been going?
Man, crazy. We have a great time, and we're in Atlanta tonight. We're excited about it. It's K. Michelle, myself, Tiara Thomas. So it's gonna be crazy.
Good. Just 3 ladies that are definitely just creating a great buzz here, just across the board. Thank you, Sevyn, for your time. We appreciate you, and continued success.
Thank you.
Come back. Don't change. I tell all the artists, don't change.
It's not gonna happen. I got 3 grandmas that'll kill me.
No, that's right. I'll be right there with you. Sean got a belt too.
Exactly.
Okay? Sevyn Streeter, ATL. It's Streetz 94.5.